Hey there, this is Dawn with Wise Women Corner coming to you with this week's deck review. I picked this deck up as a little bit of a novelty and I decided to go ahead and read with it, and I actually really enjoyed it. This week I'm looking at the Kawaii Tarot. And Kawaii is the Japanese word for cute, so a lot of times you'll see that with like Hello Kitty stuff and that kind of thing. So this deck is actually very cute, and it's not to be confused with manga tarot, which there's two manga tarots that I know of, and then there's tarot specific to specific mangas. I know Cardcaptor Sakura I think has one. So it's a little bit different. It's a very simple deck. It's actually very small. It's even smaller than like regular playing cards, and so it's easy to shuffle. It's easy to fit in your hands, and the cards are not that heavy cardstock. They're nice and soft. This is the back of the deck, and so I've been reading with it this week, and I really like it. I feel like it's very accurate, but it's very simple. I actually have a second deck that's quite similar, and I will do a review of that one. I like to pull that one out for Halloween, where it's just a little square, and the pictures on it are very simple. The one challenge that you're going to face with this deck if you pick it up is the pictures are only on the court cards, and the major arcana, the regular suit cards are just looks like regular playing cards. And of course, when I try to pull one, I just get court cards. But see the Two of Cups, and you've got the little cups. The big difference in this also is the fact that wands are little candies, if you can see that. So very, very cute. It's a great deck if you want to challenge yourself, and but you definitely have to know what the cards mean. You can't just go off the pictures. Even with the major arcana and the suits, it's very simple pictures. You've got your Page of Swords right here, and so you have your major arcana, which here's the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. Super cute, but very, very simple. And it actually, I find it better if you're looking at the simpler decks, because it helps you build your own psychic intuitions and your own abilities a lot more, because you're not necessarily focusing on what the cards mean. You're focusing on your own talents to be able to go off of it. So kind of keep that in mind, that if you do want to challenge it and start really building your own psychic abilities, this type of deck would be a good one. So there is that, and I did, like I said, do a couple of readings, and they were very, very accurate. So if you are intermediate to expert and you want to pick up something that's going to be a little bit of a challenge, I would suggest this. But again, it is very cute, so I would recommend it if you're doing maybe an event or a party where you're going to have kids involved, or maybe people who are a little bit on the skittish side, and they definitely this would be a good deck for that. Also, it would be a good deck for somebody if the client does what I call a backseat reading, which means they think they know what the cards mean, or they do know what the cards mean, but they're not taking your intuitions into consideration, and they'll call into question what you're seeing, which is, I don't know if you've had that issue, but it's definitely annoying. However, I might actually do a how-to deal with somebody like that, a client that likes to backseat read. My best suggestion is, if you have foreknowledge that they do have knowledge of the tarot, pull out a deck like this or an oracle deck that they might not be familiar with, because then they definitely won't be able to look at it and go, hey, isn't that what that card means? Because it's a little bit more challenging for them. So I would 100% recommend this deck for, again, somebody that's intermediate to expert, or somebody who is just wanting to challenge themselves. Go ahead and go for it, and if you like cute, if you're a little bit of a tarot collector like I am, I did have to seek this one out once I heard it existed, but I'm actually very glad I did, because it's awesome. I think I'm just going to keep reading with it for a little bit and see what happens. So that was my deck review for this week, and hope your week goes well. Remember, if you want a card of the day, like me on Facebook and Instagram. I always post there. And feel free to comment, like, and subscribe to this channel for more of these. I should be doing one a week, hopefully, if nothing comes up. So I will talk with you soon.